Hello, this is Mr. Huff, and let's talk about this formula. This is the formula for the composite runoff coefficient, and you're going to use this when you have a change in your site. Let's say that you started with forested land, and that's all that was there, and you improved it by clearing the land and building some structure on it. Now you've got multiple surfaces. Think about your affordable home design. You started with the blank lot, and you added a house, and you added sidewalks, and you added porches, and you added a driveway, and all of those things. And you may have added some landscaping as well, different kinds of vegetation, and all of those things cause changes in the runoff. And what we can do is we can use the areas of each one and put them together into this composite runoff coefficient. So in order to do this, you have to have the coefficients for each one. So in this case, we might have forested, and we're going to use the conservative values. So we pick the highest one, that's 0.2. And we may have added asphalt for a road cutting through the property, and that would be for conservative value would be 0.95. And we may have added some nice brick area there, like a pavilion or something, and we're going to use the conservative value, so we would choose the 0.85 runoff coefficient for that. And then we would think about the site and the number of acres, and I didn't put acres on here, so let me pause and do that. That's better. Now we have acres added. So we might have zero point 0.8 acres remain forested, and we might have zero point 0.4 acres are now asphalt, and 0.015 acres are now brick. So how would we find this composite? We use this formula here, which is just basically taking the sum of the products of each set. So it's important to be organized. I would suggest lay them out like this, so you can say this times this, plus this times this, plus this times this, divided by the sum of the areas. Okay, so let's take a look at this. Let's say we are going to calculate this now. So set it up like this. Show me your givens. Here's all the runoff coefficients, and here's all the areas. And then we're solving for the composite runoff coefficients. That is not in cubic feet per second. Sorry. That has no unit. And then this is the formula we're going to use. I was too lazy to type it up, so I just copied and pasted that. But on your paper, I would expect you to jot down at least this first little bit. And then this is what I'm putting in my calculator. If you look at this, I'm taking this number times this number. That's for set 1. This number times this number, that's for set 2, and this number times this number, that's for set 3, and we're dividing that by the sum of all of these areas. And again, I have a typo here. There we go. That's better. That'll calculate. So I dropped that in my handy dandy calculator, and it spits out this number, and we underline it to make it clearer and easy to see. And I don't like that, so watch this. Bam. Okay, so that's our answer, and since that's a coefficient of runoff, it does not have a unit, and that is how you use that. I hope you find this helpful. Thanks.